Welcome back to Peaches Teaches, the show where I teach everybody tuning in each episode how to do just about anything. Peaches teaches all the fucking things that you can do. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Okay. So today is the final of our 5-part series within a series that I like to do every now and again. Cultural cuisine. Today I am doing gingerbread cookies, a gingerbread people, gingerbread persons, and gingerbread homes. So we're going to make that today. I was so, I didn't realize gingerbread was Welsh until I figured that out when I was looking up Welsh, cookies and stuff. I don't know, something was Google where gingerbread came from, and I Googled where gingerbread came from, and it said England, and then I kept finding Welsh recipes. So, that's what we're making today. Gingerbread people and a home for them. It'll be like Big Brother. Could you imagine? Filming a whole Big Brother show, gingerbread men. I just re-wore this wig because I don't have many wigs that I can wear with, it would just cover it up and it would just look like a navy dress. Part of me wishes I would have pushed up more, but it's fine. Now, without even planning it out, all these cultural cuisines have kind of been 2-day ones. So all this stuff you can do one day, let it sit, finish it the next day, and then you could package them up and send them out. In this bowl, you are going to want to put the flour, the baking powder and soda, the ground cloves, your cinnamon, your ginger, and your salt. So your dry ingredients go in here. I need my measuring spoons. I always forget something, bitch. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. My measuring spoons don't have a 1/4. 1 teaspoon. And 1/2 teaspoon. So now we need a 3/4 teaspoon. And it's not completely evil with the top of the spoon. I don't know why they don't make, because I know for a fact in multiple Peaches Teaches, I have made something that has called for a 3/4 teaspoon on multiple occasions. I don't know why they just don't make them. Or they need to make a little shot glass or some kind of small thing that is all the teaspoons and tablespoons. Kind of like you have the large measuring dishes. So now that we have those 4 ingredients in, we add the ginger, the cinnamon, and the cloves. I almost forgot the ginger, and that's what makes this the ginger fucking bread cookie. A whole tablespoon of ginger. She's a lovely gal. 1 3/4 teaspoon. So I'm doing 2 teaspoons. Book it. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon instead of 1 3/4. 2. And now the cloves are a little stronger than every other seasoning we're using. So we are only going to use a 1/4 teaspoon, which is just kind of a little bit of a shuka in there, okay? A little shuka. Whisk that together until it's well combined. Go ahead and sit that aside. And go ahead and get a glass. I just threw this basically. Get a glass dish that you can use an electric beater in. Or if you fancy, rich, got that money, honey, then you can get an electric mixer that is the built-in bitch. You can get that one. I don't have one of those. I have a glass bowl that used to be my grandma's and an electric mixer that used to be my dad's. So, in this dish, you're going to add, as I slump down to see what I need, the butter, the brown sugar, and the egg. That sat out a little longer than expected. expected. Shit, I'm far away from every single outlet now. Okay. Have I used the mixer on Peaches Teaches before? Okay. Oh, bitch. Great. Now, you want to add your molasses, which, speaking of molasses, does anybody remember that story where there's this town with a, you know how like you're driving, oh my gosh, I'm gonna sound so fucking stupid. A water well, the big, like, not the ones with the bucket and the rope, the giant, like, ones. They filled it up with molasses, and this one boy in the town was always curious and wanted to taste the molasses. Nobody was allowed to taste it. I'm fucking the story up. He fucked it up and the town got flooded with molasses. That's what I'm trying to get at, okay? That is all I'm trying to talk about this story, and that involves molasses, and I'm fucking it up. So if you know what that story is, can you remind me? Because I can't remember. And like, you can Google like molasses broken water well story. But bitch, Google, I confuse her sometimes. I confuse myself sometimes. Like, was it even a real story? So we need 3 cups of this. So it's gonna take a while to pour. Is there a way to get it out quicker if I twist it? We're at a half cup. We're almost there, okay? Come to mama. Come on, BB. Come on, BB. Just a little longer. So, oh wait, let me get the lid on. That's all we need is molasses spill. Like how that happened in that story that I'm possibly making up. Okay, so once it's out the bottle, this shit moves quick. That just dumped out like it was another. And molasses does not smell appetizing. Should I taste it? Let me get a taste of this molasses. No! 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 I want it out of my fucking body. No wonder y'all gotta put it in something and bake it before you can eat it. Whose idea was that? Ugh. It's all down my titties, bitch. I'm sticky. It was worser. The more there was in there, it was worse. And then when water hit it, something happened. Get out of my face. Okay. Oh my god. I need to clean this dress anyways, honey, whatever. Let's get back to your regularly scheduled programming. Wow. All I was gonna do is be like, hey Google, what was the story about the town with the water tank full of molasses?
January 15th, 1919, in what was probably the most bizarre disaster in United States history, a storage tank burst on Boston's waterfront, releasing 2 million gallons of molasses in a 15 ft high, 160 ft wide wave that raced through the city's north end at 35 miles per hour, destroying everything it touched.
That was real, bitch. It wasn't a fictional story. I am completely shook. And why y'all keep that much molasses in one place? Bitch, I was just talking about something real, honey. So now that I talked about something, we can get back to this. This is a show, this is a mix between a talk show and a cooking show. And sometimes I'm not even cooking, so if you can't get with that, then sorry, it changes too much for you. But if you can stick around for that, then thank you so much. Okay. Now I add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so this is a pain in the ass because I don't have a zester, but you want to do some orange zest and some lemon zest. And don't be fucking wasting this fruit. You're gonna eat it after. And I would love to have more guests on Peaches Teaches. It's just, I'm poor and I know that if I start asking drag queens, it's gonna become of like a booking situation. And I can't afford that, bitch. I'm not making money. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Which I might ask some drag queens to come on the show if they'd like. I don't know. It would be over Zoom, but I just don't know who I could ask.
Pick me.
You're not fucking doing it, apricot. Oh man, I got lemon zest all over my titty. Could you imagine if it was like, okay, so now it's telling me to use a stirring mechanism. A fucking spoon, you dumb bitch. And you're gonna stir in your dry ingredients. You're gonna stir in your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients by hand gradually, okay? Stirring fucking mechanism. Bitch, I thought of a fucking guest. I could get fucking Cadence Jane up in here to teach me how to sing this fucking theme song properly. Yes, honey. She got the voice of like 40 angels, honey. This is probably my least favorite part of the baking process because you have to be so patient. You would think the way I fucking speak, you would think the way I speak, I would know. Patience. It takes me so long to say shit sometimes. Some days it's harder than others, honey. That's why. Oh, I've been taking, honey, ashwagandha. It's this natural stress and anxiety, and I only take one because that ashwagandha, honey, it gets me talking, and I don't stop. And I could feel, I took it like 2 or 3 days in a row. I could just feel my body like, and like I barely slept, so I'm like, cut it back. But it's a natural supplement, so imagine what the fake chemicals they make in pharmaceuticals do to you. No. But ashwagandha, honey, sounds like some fierce ass, like, oh, ashwagandha. It sounds like a volcanic island on Uranus. Can you see me? Wrap it up, bitch. Okay. So now that you have your gingerbread dough wrapped in plastic, You can just let it sit at room temperature for 8 hours or overnight. I'm going to let it sit overnight, and we are going to wrap this up tomorrow by making some gingerbread people and a gingerbread home. So it is the next day. Our gingerbread sat overnight and it is ready to be made into cookies in our gingerbread house. I was so excited. Okay. It was mentioned to me in my Italian Christmas cookie video that I was missing mistletoe and eggnog. So I couldn't get those things exactly, but I did want to like add some stuff because it was a really good suggestion that kind of just went over my head to put some decorations behind me. So thank you so much for commenting that to me. So now I have some decorations behind me, and I have hot cocoa because I couldn't go get eggnog. And I don't have mistletoe because that's something that you get fresh yearly, and we haven't got our tree yet. It's only the 2nd of December though. And when I was filming the first half of this, the Italian Christmas cookie was just posted. So I saw it in time in order to add these decorations. And I have a gingerbread person from when I was like in kindergarten or some shit. So I put this up here too. I thought it was perfect. Oh, and I got this shirt my aunt got me for Christmas one year. It was like kind of inappropriate. When I was a child, she got me this shirt that says "Bite Me." But yeah, so I'm gonna set this to the side so it could cool down. I'm gonna take some sips eventually. But I want to get to work on these gingerbread people and the house. Now what I have here is a piece of paper. Arts and crafts. I folded this piece of paper in half and I just cut it at an angle. And that's a good way of getting a symmetrical front of the house. What part of the house? Yeah. Yeah, because that's where you'd want your door. I mean, we have a door not on that pitched roof part of the house. But you need 2 of these. And then what I did was I got a second piece of paper and I just measured it without the tip, the top of the triangle. And these are going to be the walls. So you need 2 of these and 2 of these. And I mentioned that I was going to do an elaborate gingerbread house, but I also need to make the people to give out. So I'm going to do the house first. I'm going to see how much dough I have, and then that's going to let me know if I can, like, make the house a little bit more great. If I can afford an addition. So, yeah. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go get a rolling pin, though. Whoops. So, go ahead and dust your tabletop with a little bit of flour. Spread it around. Damn it, I got some in the crack of the table. That shit pisses me off. Get some on your rolling pin. I got a little too much. Go back. Which one should I do first? Oh. Wow, it smells strong. And you want to sprinkle the top of it with some flour. And you can begin gently rolling it out. And you want it to be 1/4 of an inch, okay? I can't remember if I mentioned this, but you're going to need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Oh, you're also going to need to make a roof. Oh no. Shit. That's going to have to be just this. Oh no, what is that going to be? It has to be as wide as this angle, but as long as this piece, okay? We have to remember that. Fuck. Okay, you guys. Go ahead and cut that out. Cut it out. Gently press. You don't want to drag too much. Drag her. Slay her. Sipping on that hot cocoa, hunty. Okay, go get a pan. I was a little too excited, so I made my gingerbread house too big. So I'm cutting it down some. And then because I did that, I'm just laying what I cut out on top of the dough and tracing it out to get the exact same shape. Here's the front and back of our house. Yesterday when I was working on this, I brought up guests. I need guests that are down to clown. You know, like, because I just come on here and act goofy sometimes. Okay, so 3.5 inches is the arch of the roof. 5.5 inches is the length. What did I say before? 3.5 by 5.5. Damn, girl. What is wrong with me? Now that you have one wall done, you could just do the same process that we did with the front of the house and the side. There, I'm happy. I didn't even have to use a whole brick of dough for this. That was split in half. So I have a little bit left over. But they're not going to fit on this cookie sheet. So I'm going to put this cookie sheet in the oven. And I'm going to put it on 5 minutes while I work on the rest of the stuff. Because I'm afraid to burn the house. Because I don't have instructions on how to make a house. I only have instructions on how to make gingerbread. That's it. So, wish me luck, bitch. Be sure to pan your pans or use parchment paper. Oh! Oh, be careful. Okay, that's thin enough. Oh wait, just down here a little bit more. Okay. If there's a movie you would like for me to review for Peach or Pit, let me know down below. But I do have a fun... No, I'm going to keep it a secret. Where's my gingerbread man? So now, get your gingerbread person and just start cutting it out. It's pretty easy since we have a gingerbread person. Now, gingerbread is also made in bread loaves. But Queen Elizabeth I was having a dinner party. She wanted like a cookie for each guest to resemble the guest. She had the chef make the gingerbread into each guest. Time to check our house. Do you hear it going off? 5 minutes went by and I checked them. They seem a little raw still, so I left them in for 3 to 4 minutes. And I'm just going to keep placing the gingerbread people on the pan. So our first tray of cookies are done. It took about the same time as the gingerbread would, so pretty happy with that. Now I need to just finish filling up these pans. You know, me and my sister, oh my gosh, I have to talk about this real quick. Me and my sister we would hold the mugs like this, and we would just be like, and then we would just like laugh. I don't know why, we just found that so funny, like, when we just act a certain way. Like, I don't even know what it was, but truly, like, that feeling of like acting cozy. That was something we would always laugh about. Okay. Let me get my cooling rack. And my tray of cookies. I'm not sure if they're hot still. Oh. It'll be too hot to hold for an extended period of time. Okay, so wow. I have no idea how much I've lost. That was very dramatic. The camera malfunctioned, and I had to take it to the computer, plug it into the computer, get every single thing that hasn't been posted yet onto the computer, and then I had to format the SD card in order for it to start recording again. But by the time I did all that and brought it back to the kitchen and sat it up to record, that issue resolved itself. So, within that time, I'm pretty sure it was just me trying to put together this stupid fucking gingerbread house. It was supposed to be fun and festive, and I'm just so, like, upset now. But everything, the house is here together. The camera is recording me. There's no reason to be feeling that way anymore. So now I can hopefully get back into this. I'm gonna try to barely fucking touch this. I'm only going to touch it to move it. I made a door to attach, so let's try to put that on the front. Oh my god. These peach rings are so good, honey. They smell like peach. Okay. So even though it's not necessarily, it's not festive in any way, but I want my gingerbread house to have a peach as like the front wreath. I need to get a red. You do this any way you want, but this is just the ideas that I'm able to come up with. Now, I don't know if I could use these dots. They're gonna be heavy, I feel like. Let me get them out and see. Oh no, that should work, I think. Let me see here. Let's see if it balances up there. This is a lot of work, let me tell you, honey. Is there even such thing as a blue dot? It's on the back of the box, but in my life I have never gotten a blue dot. And that the way that came out as I was flipping my hair. What if there's no blue ones because they just eat them at the factory? They're that good. Can't really see that well the other side, but that's all I'm doing because I don't want to fuck the house up. Let me actually peek around this side. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. I have some snow caps that I would like to try to get on the roof. We're gonna see though. I'm just ever so carefully trying to put snow caps on the roof. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do the whole roof. Yeah, probably not. I'm gonna place what I can where I can. So now I'm just gonna put a little bit more of those snow caps on the other side of the roof. And then I'm gonna jump ahead to the next process that I'm doing. I want this to look more festive, so I'm gonna put some more candy canes around the house, almost as columns at each corner. Kind of like really fancy houses have those columns. I like those on houses. I'm doing another peach ring on the back of the house. On the back of the house. She's a gingerbread house. Please get out. Please. Thank you. Now you could go around and put icicles on the house. if you get icing in a tube. Now, is there anything else that I want to... Let me look around here. I'm done with the gumdrops. I'm done with the dots. I'm going to get some peppermint circles to put on the sides of the house. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you see that? Oh my god. Whoa, the wall pushed in. Okay, I'm only gonna do one on each wall because I really don't want to mess this up. I'm working really hard on this. Honey, I kegeled as soon as that wall started pushing in some. Here we go. Here is our gingerbread house because I think I've showed you guys enough. So now we can have our house just chill. Let me get some pictures and videos of it. I want to put snow caps in the front of the house too, as well as some of these gummies. Yay! Woo! Now back in like first grade, we made plates. Oh no, this is grade 3 too. It says right here. How's come this actually lasted, but that picture I didn't draw did? Okay. Now, in grade 3, 2007, I made this plate. I put a present on it with some yellow and blue stars around the edge of it, and up here says cookies. There's a Santa hat on the C. There's a smiley face in one O, and then the second O is a cookie. I know, very creative. Very, very, very creative. So creative, in fact. Okay, this happened to be not every art project, because there's so many art projects, but I always noticed, somebody copying me. In the way of, when you're an adult doing something with a kid and you see the kid doing everything you're doing. It was like that, but we're in the same grade. You know what I mean? But I'm just going to decorate a few gingerbread people on camera, maybe 1 or 2, because I spent so much time on this house. All I've eaten today was this candy, and it's 7 o'clock. Oh look, here's some mistletoe after all. I do have mistletoe. I'm waiting. That was so cheesy. Okay, so. Ow! It's all different Christmas candies for cookies. So I want to get a gingerbread person, and I don't want to cover him completely. What I want to do is I want to get the little beads. These are individual beads that are green, red, and white. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to get a red candy cane because the frosting's white. I'm putting such a small amount you might not even see it. But I want to put the candy cane where his mouth would be. And for the eyes, what could I do for eyes? Maybe these gold ones. Gold eyes would be pretty. Here's one. He got the gold eyes, a candy cane in his mouth, and all those buttons. I'm not sure why they began to be called gingerbread man or men when it's a cookie, for Christ's sakes, and it looks like neither. But yeah, it's really just easy. If you like, down below in the description of this video will be a link to my Halloween sugar cookie video. The only thing that it won't help you with is ideas on what cookies to make. But because these are all gingerbread men, why would you want them all to be dressed the same anyways? And if you do that, it's not that hard to figure out a design on your own. That's the one thing about beads, is that they're not a lot of different shapes or anything. This one, I just wanted to put white frosting on because I do buy these in the archway. Oh my god, those are so good. He's a gingerbread man covered in gingerbread man. Isn't that fucking meta? That's a really good gingerbread cookie. You can easily taste every ingredient in this cookie. And the zest from the fruit gives it an amazing kick. Like, and of course, frosting. Frosting on gingerbread cookies just takes them to another fucking galaxy, bitch. I don't even know. So good. So fucking good. So, I have these packaged away for me and Mom to decorate some together. And we're gonna make other cookies to give out as well. I want to thank you all for tuning in for this 5-part Peaches Teaches Cultural Cuisine and for tuning in general. This one was an ultimate test of my patience. Sorry if I'm not 100% right now. So just be prepared for this Peaches Teaches. And the flavor is phenomenal in these cookies. It is 5 out of 5 peaches. The process itself is 3 out of 5 peaches. 2 out of 5 peaches. I'm not defaulting the flavor of this for the process of it, honey. If you aren't a drag queen in full drag trying to film a television show, then I call it a television show so seriously all the time. You don't gotta worry, okay? It'll be so easy if you aren't worrying about all this. It was just so hard for me because I was trying to film while doing it. But still, it was fun once I got past the hard troubles, honey. Ooh, baby. But yes, these are fucking delicious. Thank you all for watching. I'm so frazzled, I forget the ending of my videos. I hope you learned something new. Want to come back for another episode. And enjoy it. Girl. Down below is my Venmo, so I can afford a therapist. I know mental health isn't a joke, but who says I'm joking? Thank you all for watching. Bye. This house is gorgeous though, honey. I have to admit, all this fucking hard ass work paid off for this gorgeous house.